gonna take a needle, stick it in your eye, and let you feel the pain. Like, what? Yeah, that was going crazy.
Got all the vibes. Yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run. A nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind. All these drugs on my mind. I got all the vibes. Yeah, I got all the vibes. I can't let you run. A nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind. All these drugs on my mind. Getting to the
Good Dark Knight gang. In this thing, bro, I'm Neptune, aka Brandon Rashad, aka Dark Knight Lord. Today I'm about to react to a video. This one right here, Most Amazing Top 10. Shout out Most Amazing Top 10. Y'all know I mess with them heavy. This one is titled Top 10 Real People Scarier Than Michael Myers. Yeah. Did everybody have a great Halloween? I hope you did. I had a great Halloween. Went to a little Halloween party. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Was rubbing on this one chick booty all night. We had a good little night. I invited her back to my house. She stood me up. I ain't care. I just beat off. Went to sleep. Y'all my boys. So I'll be real. It is what it is. Let's hop into this video. Top 10 people scarier than Michael Myers.
The infamous killer that I swear never dies no matter what. That,
Facts.
along with the fact that he's an insane serial killer, makes him pretty terrifying. But he's just a fictional character. In reality, there are people far
Right, I'm a cowgirl.
more
All right, my
terrifying
fault.
than him, which we'll be looking at in today's video.
All right,
Top 10
Lindsay.
real people scarier than Michael Myers. Happy Halloween, guys. Starting off this countdown, we have Clifford Olsen. This dude was a very controversial and well-known serial killer here in Canada. In fact, he was given the name the Beast of BC. He took the lives of 11 individuals in the early 1980s. Now, over the course of his life, he had a number of run-ins with the law and was put behind bars a number of times when he was a teen. His first victim was Christine Weller, who disappeared and was later found on Christmas Day. She had been stabbed and strangled. Now, what makes his case so controversial was when he was caught, he made a deal with the RCMP. The deal was basically he would get paid for telling them the location of his victims' bodies. He got
This dude, mad genius.
$10,000 for each victim.
Oh, okay, never
And then
mind.
he would send the money to his wife and son. But imagine that, getting paid for your murders. They literally were rewarding him.
Yeah.
Which makes me sick to my stomach. In our ninth spot,
His wife and his son loved him. That's crazy.
we have Dr. Kitty.
I wish my dad
Don't
did
be
that.
fooled by this doctor's name. She's not cute or friendly. Now, Dr. Kitty's real name is Jingwei Wang. She would
What'd she
perform
do?
plastic surgery out of her Toronto basement under the name Dr. Kitty.
Oh,
The thing
okay.
is, she was only 19 and had no license to do such procedures.
Young
Let
entrepreneur.
alone
She was a young entrepreneur.
did she have any proper training. She posted flyers around the city saying she does face slimming injections. In April of 2017, she got a couple of clients. One client had her face become botched from the injections after getting a massive infection.
See, this is what I'm saying. I made a joke about her being a young entrepreneur because she is. She wanted to make her money. I don't judge her. These people going to her, how stupid do you have to be? Oh, okay. Right when I went there, I would have seen her and be like, how old are you? She was like, 19. How long you been doing this? I looked at some videos on YouTube. Like, why would you do that, bro? So I'm not mad at the young girl for making her bread. She gon' hey. But the people that's going to her, you stupid. That's on you.
Needless to say, she was arrested and charged. In our eighth spot, we have Richard Chase, aka the Vampire of Sacramento. Why was he given this name? Well, because he was an American serial killer who would drink the blood of his victims before feasting on their bodies.
Okay.
It is said that he took the lives of 6 people in just 1 month in 1977 and 1978.
He was on
Apparently
feast.
he did this though because he thought the Nazis were turning his blood into powder through some poison, and he needed to drink other people's blood to prevent that or to counteract it. I don't know what he was thinking, but either way, he was a pretty scary dude. In our seventh spot,
Yeah, he was scary and insane. Did you hear his reasoning behind it? Oh, the Nazis are taking my blood, so I must drink more.
we have Wu Zetian. Wu Zetian was the only female emperor in China's history, but she was a ruthless one at that.
Okay.
Why? Well, apparently she killed her sister, her older brothers,
Okay.
the ruler, and poisoned her mother. Not only that, but she was known to torture and execute anyone who got in her way. Plus,
She's
she was known
ruthless.
to force people into taking their own lives. Even animals had to fear her. This is what she said about taming a horse, and I quote, "First, I'll beat it with the iron whip. If it does not yield, I'll hit it with the hammer. If it still won't be tamed, I'll cut its throat with the knife." So that right there gives you just a perfect insight into the woman that she was.
Yeah.
Moving on
yeah.
to number 6, we have Jack the Ripper. Of course, you have probably heard about Jack the Ripper or Jill the Ripper, since people think that it could have been a female serial killer, and maybe that's why she was never caught. Because all this time they were looking for
Cap. Listen, I love the ladies, but y'all can't take Jack the Ripper from us too. Chill.
a man, you know? Meanwhile, she was a woman. Anyways,
Yeah,
Jack the
alright.
Ripper was an unidentified serial killer in London in 1888. To this day, they have never been caught. Obviously, they are probably deceased by now.
Hey, it probably was a woman. It probably was a woman. Just like when a woman cheats on you, bro, you never gonna catch her. Jack the Ripper's a woman.
Anyways, the killer would typically target women of the night who would work in bad areas in the East End of London. Some of the victims had their organs removed, and the way in which they were removed made detectives think that the killer had some anatomical or surgical knowledge. Either way, it's believed that Jack took the lives of at least 5 women, but the number could potentially be higher.
I
We're
thought it
now
was
at our
like
5th and
50
halfway
maybe.
mark with Issei Sagawa. This guy's story makes me sick to my stomach. So on June 11th, 1981, Issei Sagawa invited his friend over for dinner. Little did she know, she was going to be dinner. He ended up shooting and killing her
This
and then
dude's
began
shady.
to feast on her body over the next couple of days.
Your friend, bro?
Apparently, he always had the urge to eat the body of a beautiful woman. 32 years, he fantasized about this. In fact, he says that what he did was natural and he wants to do it again. And what's horrifying is that he can if he really wanted to, because he's a free man. So this all took place in France. When he was presented in front of a judge, he was ruled legally insane and unfit to stand trial. So they dropped the
understandable.
trial and sent him back to Japan with the order to be placed in a mental institution.
Okay.
But he didn't.
Wow.
Since the charges in France were dropped, the court documents were sealed, so the Japanese authorities couldn't get him. So they
Japan,
had
y'all
no
dropped the
case against
ball.
him, and he just walked free.
Oh my
Not only
god.
that,
Now he over there eating y'all niggas.
he became a minor celebrity in Japan. He appeared on talk shows and
What?
did interviews, and literally made a living off of his gruesome deed. I think the
Yo,
fact that
that's
he's
crazy.
still out there and can strike again at any moment makes him absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, that is
In our
crazy.
4th spot, we have Leonard Lake and Charles N.G. You're getting 2 for the price of 1 for this countdown number, so you're welcome. These 2 men worked together to commit some horrific deeds. In particular, they built a bunker, would kidnap families, and then bring them to this bunker to torture. They took the lives of 25 or more individuals. In particular, they would target women. If the women had a
up
family,
with
they
these-
would kill the family,
Why everybody always gotta target women? What's up with that?
but keep the woman alive in the bunker. And sadly, they would take advantage of them. Sometimes
prey,
they
maybe.
even would videotape
Makes
them
sense.
doing this. In the end, the pair were caught shoplifting, and when their van was explored, they found bullet holes and blood in the back, so they were caught
That's
and arrested. Moving on to number 3, we have the Toybox Killer.
They got caught from shoplifting. After all the people they killed, they got busted because of shoplifting.
David Parker Ray was an American
Crazy.
kidnapper and serial killer that took the lives of more than 50 women. Now, he was referred to as the Toybox Killer because the women were placed inside of this soundproof trailer filled with a number of torture devices. He referred to this as his toy box.
This
He would then
dude.
kidnap women, bring them back there, and use whips, medical instruments like saws, clamps, etc., sexual toys, and electric shocks to torture them. But before doing so, he would play a very creepy recording to the women. The recording talked in detail about what he was about to do to them. So he would psychologically torture them before physically torturing them. Thankfully, one of his victims escaped and was able to tell the police about David and his crimes. In our 2nd spot, we have
Yeah, that David was crazy. Tied him up, said, hey, listen to this. You about to hear what I'm about to do. I'm about to take this nail, stick it up your finger, rip off your fingernails one by one. Next, I'm gonna take a needle, stick it in your eye and let you feel the pain. Like, what? Yeah, that was going crazy.
Carl Tanzler. Okay, this dude was another sicko. But basically, he was a radiologist that fell in love with his patient, Maria Elena, who was dying of tuberculosis. But that didn't stop him. Carl ended up digging up her corpse when she died and then fixed her body. He replaced her eyes with glass eyes and used wax and wires, among other stuff, to fix her dead body and face.
That's not that bad. That's taxidermy, bro.
He then kept her inside of his house and would sleep next to her dead body at night.
Okay, now that's weird. I was about to say, people do that for animals. People taxidermy, you see a deer head on the wall, you feel me? So maybe he was just gonna have like his deceased wife like in the corner, like there's Mary. But nah, he's sleeping with her. Yeah, the homie tripping.
Of course, it would smell, but he would spray her with perfume and rub her with oils. It took people 7 years before he was caught and people realized what he had done. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Armin Moose. Now, this one is quite the weird story. In 2001, a man named Bernd Brandes posted online saying he was in search of someone who would be willing to cook and then eat him. That's when a man named Armin Moose responded to that ad. Yeah. The two then arranged how this was gonna go down. When the two met up, Brandes got drunk and took a lot of painkillers before being killed. Yeah. Armin then ate his body over the course of the next couple of months. Apparently, there was even a video of him doing this, and I'm sorry for all the people that had to watch it, because apparently the people who did see it said it was so disturbing that they sought psychological counseling after. Armin was arrested in December of 2002 after posting another ad explaining what he would do to willing participants.
Alright, bro, let me know what you guys thought of the video down in the comments. I basically gave my reaction throughout. But that last one, I've heard of that last one before. However, I'm gonna ask you guys this like I've already asked previously in the past, a few months ago, when we first heard about that last one. So that last one, someone wanted to be eaten alive. He put an ad out, and the guy who ate him, the cannibal, just responded to his ad. Therefore, should the cannibal go to prison? I don't think so. That's like me going to my best friend or going to anyone and say, hey, man, I'm ready to die. Can you just shoot me in the head? And he's like, all right. And he kills me. Why is he going to prison? He did what he did what I asked of him. So why would he go to prison? I don't know. That's just my thinking behind it. But let me know what you guys thought about this whole video down in the comments. This was a crazy video. This was a wild video. It was a good one, too. Shout out to the gang. I'm going to see you guys next time. Everybody leave reaction requests. I need reaction requests. Because, I mean, if you don't, I don't know what to watch. Shout out to the gang. See y'all next time. Peace. I can't let you run. A nigga can't let you run. This rock star life got me on another high. It's fucking with my mind.